This beautiful guitar is an Xotic. I don't remember what they call it, XTC. It is their T-style guitar. If I slip up and say Telecaster or Tele at any point through this video, please know that that is my mistake, not Xotic's. It is a phenomenal guitar. It belongs to my buddy Joe Restivo. It weighs like nothing. The guitar is so light, so resonant. It has a beautiful, fairly thick C-neck, real thick front to back, a little less on the shoulders than some of the big U-necks from the period. It's got that roasted flamed maple with a, I don't care about flame, but it's an indication that it's quarter sawn, and it's a beautiful neck, and it really feels great to the hand. Really nice fretwork, really nice rounding over on the edges. Plays like a dream. He's got it set up with a control plate reverse, a volume tone, then the pickup switch. I've tried that in the past. I've never gotten used to it, so if I make any mistakes fiddling with things, that's that. He brought it in because he wanted to try some different pickups. The pickups in here are very, very good. The pickups that he bought are also probably very, very good. I've not tried them yet, obviously, but these are early 50s style pickups, and the ones he sent in are broadcaster styles, so should be a slightly different tone, a little bit thicker, maybe a little bit more snarl. They're made by a company called Brandonwound, and I'll be putting these in. This is a typical broadcaster pickup, flat pole pieces. The pole pieces in the existing Xotic pickup bridge are slightly raised in the middle, just slightly, not a full 60s stagger. I'm curious to know what they sound like. The neck pickup on this guitar is a little bit brighter than I would expect out of most T-style guitars, to the point where I think I'm going to run over to the amp real quick and turn down the treble. It's at 5.5. I'm going to turn the treble down to 4 for this because in getting set up for this, it was kind of taking my head off. All right, I'm going to leave that there. I'm not going to change it after I change the pickups, so you'll have a good comparison. The amp being played through is a 65 restored deluxe reverb. It does not have the bright cap, and it is going into a WGS ET65 with an SM57 on it. This guitar does not have shielding, and it has true single coils, and it's getting a new set of true single coils. So there is some 60 cycle hum and buzz, and even in the middle position where the 60 cycle is canceled out, there is still some electronic noise. This is my workshop. I'm surrounded by electronic gizmos. It's a noisy electrical environment. That's why I use noiseless pickups in my guitars. I will talk to Joe about possibly adding shielding to this, the pros, the cons. I don't think there are really any cons if it's done right, but first let's get the new pickups in there so he can decide what he wants to do. We'll get through all that step by step, but first let's hear what these stock Xotics sound like. I keep turning the tone down because that's where the volume ought to be on a T-style guitar. Let's see if it does that thing. See, I can't do the tone sweep on the neck pickup. I'm not getting the train thing. So I'm gonna leave that to others. I might talk to them about maybe I'll see what Cap's in there and see about maybe adjusting that to get a little bit of that lonesome whistle. Anyway, let's take these out and get started. it's all back together, and definitely sounds different. It's got a little more output. It's a little bit warmer. I've got the pickups exactly the heights that the old ones were. That's probably not where they'll stay, but I'll work on that in conjunction with the owner. So here's the neck pickup. Even with the new strings, which are a little bit bright, it's not quite as bright as the previous pickup. And now with the tone circuit moved from the input to the wiper, doesn't get as dark when you roll it down. Neck middle. Keep wanting to roll this down like this is the volume. This would be the volume on most tellies. But this is not a telly. This is an Xotic XTC. My mistake, silly me. But in the neck middle, that's the position that sounds the most different. Still has a really nice glassy sound, but on the original pickups that Xotic puts out, the neck and bridge pickup are reverse wound from each other, so the middle position is hum canceling. On these pickups, it's not hum canceling. And I have not played a 49 or 50 or 51 broadcaster in some time, so I'm not sure if that's what they're like back then, or whether this is something where it'd be nice to have it a little less historically correct or whatever. But it's a very nice sound. And then the bridge, got a lot of attitude, a lot of beef. I'll let the owner come over and we'll experiment with pickup heights. But I think he's going to be happy as long as he's okay that in some environments there's going to be a lot of 60 cycle hum. Spoke to him on the phone. He was a little surprised that this guitar was not, in fact, shielded. But it was not from the factory. It could be fairly easily. And that would improve a lot of things, but shielding will not eliminate 60 cycle buzz. That's just the nature of single coils. But for a very traditional T-style guitar, this thing has it in spades.